Willkommen beim Podcast Hanna
fragt Papa.
Welcome, Deep Dive listeners. If you're joining us, maybe you already know the fun chats on Hanna Frag Papa. And today, well, we've got something just as cool for you. A real deep dive into this amazing digital world that millions of kids, and adults too, absolutely love. Have you ever played a game or maybe jumped into a world online where you can build pretty much anything you can dream up? Or explore these incredible places made by other players just like you? Well, today, we're digging into the true story of ROBLOX. It's huge now, like everywhere. But how it all started, that's a really surprising story.
Oh, it really is. ROBLOX today is this gigantic online playground. You know, it's this digital space where your imagination is basically the only limit. It's not just about playing games anymore.
Right, it's more than that.
Exactly. It's this dynamic place where people, especially younger folks, can design, build, and then share their own unique stuff, their own interactive experiences with literally the whole world. The popularity is just, well, staggering.
Staggering feels like the right word. When you look at the numbers, it's kind of mind-blowing.
It really is. The numbers give you a clear picture. So back in 2021, they already had over 200 million active users every month. That was already huge.
Yeah, huge.
But it hasn't stopped growing. If you look at, say, Q3 2024, ROBLOX is talking about 88.9 million daily active users. Daily.
Wow, okay.
And they're projecting for mid-2025, they think monthly active users could hit something like 380 million globally. But maybe the craziest stat, the one that really shows its impact.
Go on.
About half, like 1 out of every 2 kids under 16 in the U.S. has a ROBLOX account.
Every second kid. That's unbelievable. Hard to wrap your head around.
Isn't it? It's not just some game they play sometimes. It's like part of daily life for so many kids.
And that slogan, imagination powered, it really fits, doesn't it? Especially when you think about that reach. It nails the idea that it's free to play and you can genuinely make anything you think of. So our mission today, listeners, is to unpack how this incredible world got started, find out about its surprisingly humble beginnings, and dig up some amazing facts you probably don't know about how it got so big. Okay, let's get into it.
Let's do it. So like any great invention story, it starts with an idea, a spark. And in this case, 2 co-founders, David Baszucki and Eric Cassell. These guys, with their backgrounds, they really laid the groundwork for everything ROBLOX became.
And David Baszucki's story before ROBLOX is super interesting, almost like foreshadowing. You know, he wasn't even really in game at first. He started a company called Knowledge Revolution way back in 1989. That's like 15 years before ROBLOX really got going. What was he doing there?
Right. So Knowledge Revolution was all about educational software. His main thing was this program called Interactive Physics. And for the late 80s, early 90s, this was seriously groundbreaking stuff. Imagine like one of the very first animated physics labs you could run on a regular computer. Students could drag blocks, ropes, springs onto the screen and see how physics worked. Build little machines, test gravity, all that.
That sounds pretty cool for back then.
It was. They also made something called Working Model, which was more for engineers, letting them simulate designs before actually building them. Super innovative tools for visualizing complex science stuff.
Okay, and this is where the ROBLOX connection comes in, right? This is the cool part. David had this big realization, this aha moment, by watching students use his physics software.
Exactly. He saw that instead of just doing the assigned physics problems, students were kind of misusing the software, but in the best way possible.
How so?
They were building crazy creative things like elaborate chain reaction machines, weird vehicles, structures that did funny things with gravity, all totally outside the lesson plan, just using the physics sandbox creatively.
Ah, okay. So he saw them playing, basically.
Yeah.
Building for fun.
Precisely. And this totally unplanned creativity sparked the big idea. What if you made an open virtual world designed from the ground up for people to just build whatever they imagine without strict rules?
That makes so much sense. He saw the potential in just letting people create freely.
Yeah, it was a huge insight. Seeing that users wanted to make their own stuff, that was the key. And crucially, Eric Cassell, who became the other ROBLOX co-founder, he was an engineer on that same team at Knowledge Revolution.
Ah, okay, so they worked together before ROBLOX.
They did. Eric's expertise in building these interactive simulations was vital. Their combined knowledge of physics simulation and engineering. That was the perfect foundation for a platform based on users building their own worlds.
So this idea for a new kind of online world, a physics sandbox really, starts taking shape around 2003. in Menlo Park, California, right in Silicon Valley. But it wasn't called Roblox right away, was it?
No, not at all. Like a lot of projects, it had some working titles first. For a while, internally, they called it Dynablocks.
Dynablocks, okay.
Yeah, or sometimes GoBlocks, kind of literal names, dynamic blocks, building things, emphasizing the interactive building part.
Dynablocks or GoBlocks? It's funny to think about. So, deep dive listeners, here's a quick one for you. This platform started with a different name, sounded a bit like building blocks, but wasn't quite Roblox. Any guesses? Pause. That's right, Dynablocks or maybe GoBlocks. Pretty different, huh?
They definitely needed something catchier, and they found it. In January 2004, they officially settled on the name ROBLOX.
Roblox. Where did that come from?
Well, it was actually a pretty clever mashup. They blended robot and blocks.
Robot and blocks. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, robot hinted at the characters, the automation, the sort of digital future feel. And blocks was obviously about the building, the creation aspect. It really captured both sides, the techie, interactive side and the creative building side.
That's actually a really good name. So they have the name Roblox. Now they need to launch it right. Take those first steps into the virtual world.
Right. The first beta version went live in 2004. Even then, it was designed as a multiplayer online platform, and the focus was heavily, almost radically, on user-generated games right from the start.
It feels really ahead of its time for 2004. User-generated content wasn't the big thing it is now.
It really wasn't. Super forward-thinking. The official launch, though, for PC was September 1st, 2006. And you have to picture it back then. It was simple. Really simple.
How simple are we talking?
Like log in and your avatar is just this basic blocky figure. The worlds were mostly empty spaces waiting for someone to build something. Very bare bones, but that simplicity was kind of the point it invited people to create.
And here's a really fun fact, something that shows how focused they were on community right at the start. David Baszucki, the co-founder, he had his own account in Roblox.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, his username was Builderman. And get this, he used that account to personally send welcome messages to new players joining the platform. How cool is that?
That is cool. Seriously. It shows that real personal investment in the community from day one. Just welcoming people himself. Totally. And, it's important to remember Eric Cassell, the other co-founder, he was deeply involved, crucial to the tech side, right up until he sadly passed away from cancer in 2013. His contribution was immense.
Absolutely, a huge loss. So, okay, they've launched, it's basic, blocky, but the founders are personally involved. How does it go from that to the massive thing it is today? Giving users tools must have been key, right?
Oh, absolutely critical. Probably the single most important step early on was releasing ROBLOX Studio. And they did that right when the platform officially launched in 2006.
Same time, okay.
Yeah, it was a deliberate choice. It meant that from day one, every user wasn't just a player, they could be a creator too, a developer, an architect of their own worlds.
And the amazing part, especially if you're a kid dreaming of making games, is that ROBLOX Studio is free. You don't need fancy software or a computer science degree. Anyone can download it and start building.
Exactly. That accessibility is massive. And the studio itself has evolved like crazy over the years. It started with simple, almost Lego-like bricks you could snap together. Very intuitive.
Yeah, I remember those early builds.
But it quickly got way more powerful. Now, creators use the Lewis scripting language. It's pretty lightweight, but really capable to make things dynamic.
So coding comes into it now.
Oh, yeah. You can script complex behaviors, game logic, custom menus, add all sorts of interactive elements. It goes way beyond just snapping blocks together.
And it's not just like professional game devs doing this, right? You mentioned earlier, but it's worth hitting again most of this stuff on Roblox. It's made by kids, teenagers, young adults.
That's the incredible part. The vast majority of content comes from the community itself. Imagine that. You could literally be designing a game right now that millions of people might play. It's really empowering.
It really is. So empowering creators was step one. What about the economy? How did that start? Robux is famous now, but it wasn't always like it is today, was it? That's a bit of a secret.
You're totally right. That's a fascinating piece of the history. So Roblox actually started with two virtual currencies. Both launched in 2007. Robux came first in May.
Okay.
And then tickets launched in August.
Tickets. I don't remember tickets.
Right. They're gone now. But here's the really surprising bit. Originally, you couldn't just buy Robux with real money.
Wait, really? How did you get them then?
You had to earn them. Mostly by playing games, or if you paid for the premium membership, Builders Club back then. But yeah, no direct purchase at first. Very different model.
Wow. So you had to actually play to get the main currency. That changes things.
Yeah.
What about tickets then? What were they for?
Tickets were the free currency. You got them just for logging in each day or if people visited your games. The more popular your game, the more tickets you earned.
Okay, so they rewarded engagement.
Exactly. And you used tickets to buy stuff from the catalog, like clothes for your avatar, or you could use them to advertise your own game to get more visits. It let everyone participate in the economy, even without spending real money.
That sounds like a really smart system, actually. Very community-focused. But obviously it changed. When did tickets go away and Robux become the main thing?
That big shift happened in April 2016. Before that, there was this internal market called ROBLOX, like ROBLOX exchange. Users could trade tickets for Robux and vice versa, kind of like a little stock market.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, the rates fluctuated based on supply and demand, but in April 2016, they shut down ROBLOX, and then the very next day, tickets were completely removed.
Just like that. Gone.
Yep. From then on, Robux was the one main currency. You could buy it with real money or earn it through what became the Developer Exchange Program. We definitely need to talk about that.
Right.
It really streamlined the whole economy.
Okay, makes sense. So people have tools to create, they have currency to use. How did they start playing together? Multiplayer is so central now, but how did that social side start?
Great question. That social DNA was there really early. Multiplayer was first introduced back in 2006, but initially only for the official games made by Roblox itself.
Okay, so not for user games at first.
Not right away, but they tested it out. And get this, Deep Dive listeners, this is amazing. One of the early official multiplayer games was called Crossroads, and it set a record.
Okay.
It managed to support a massive 5 players online at the same time.
5? Seriously? Just 5 players?
5 players, can you imagine? Compared to the millions playing together now. But back then, that was huge. It proved people wanted to interact in real time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That puts things in perspective.
It really does. And that early success, even with just 5 players, showed them the potential. So pretty soon after they opened it up, all creators were allowed to make their own multiplayer games.
And that must have been when things really took off socially.
Absolutely. That decision opened the floodgates. Suddenly you had this explosion of community-made interactive social experiences. Roblox started shifting from just a collection of separate games into this interconnected social universe.
Were there other social features early on? Like friends lists?
Yep, those came in 2006 too. Friend lists, private messaging, basic stuff now, but crucial back then for building connections. It laid the groundwork for the social platform it is today.
Right. And speaking of how things look and connect, you know the distinct Roblox avatar style? That blocky look? Yeah, everyone knows the Roblox look.
Well, here's a cool design fact. The guy who designed the Roblox characters and logos, Michael Huck, he also did design work for Lego.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
Lego.
Yep. So that familiar blocky modular feel, it's not an accident. There's a direct design link there.
That makes so much sense. Wow. Okay, so they have creation tools, an economy starting up, social features. How fast did it actually grow from those early days with like 5 players in a game?
The growth curve was steep, really steep. They started 2006 with maybe 1,000 players total. By the end of that year, 10,000.
Yeah. Decent jump.
End of 2007, over 100,000 players. Then a big milestone in 2008. The first user-created game hit 1 million total visits.
1 million visits to one game. That's starting to sound big.
It was huge then. The momentum was building. More players meant more creators making cool stuff, which attracted even more players, that classic network effect.
And they started connecting the community in real life too, didn't they? With conventions.
They did. In 2011, they held the first ROBLOX rally. About 1,000 people showed up. It was a way to bring the digital community together physically.
Just 1,000 back then.
Yeah, but it grew. That event evolved into what's now called BloxCon, which is this huge annual gathering with thousands of fans, developers, creators. It became a major focal point for the community.
Makes sense. And Roblox didn't just stay on computers, right? They started moving to other devices pretty strategically.
Oh yeah, that was crucial for reaching more people. They hit iOS, iPhones, and iPads in December 2012. That was a big move into mobile.
Right. Mobile gaming was taking off.
Exactly. Then Android followed in July 2014, then consoles. Xbox One in November 2015. They started with just 15 curated games on Xbox, though.
Okay, a smaller selection at first.
Yeah, and they even jumped into virtual reality pretty early. Oculus Rift support came in April 2016. Apparently, there were already like 10 million 3D Roblox games technically available for VR then, which is wild.
10 million VR games in 2016.
Wow. Yeah, though compatibility varied, I'm sure. More recently, MetaQuest VR got a beta in July 2023. Full release, September 2023. And finally, PlayStation 4 and 5 joined the party in October 2023.
So basically everywhere now, PC, mobile, consoles, VR.
Pretty much. That multi-platform strategy was absolutely key to getting it in front of so many eyes and hands.
Okay, so millions are playing everywhere. But what about the creators making all this cool stuff? You mentioned the developer exchange program, the DevX. How does that work? How do people actually make money from their games?
DevX. This was launched in 2013, and it was seriously a game changer. It totally shifted the economics of the platform and fueled this massive wave of high-quality creation.
Okay, listeners, get this. DevX lets developers who qualify actually cash out the Robux they earn in their games.
Yep.
Turn it into real money, like actual US dollars or other currency.
Exactly. If your game is popular, people buy game passes, items, whatever, you earn Robux, hit certain thresholds, meet the criteria, and you can exchange those Robux for real cash.
Imagine being a teenager, loving making games, and suddenly you can earn actual money doing it. That's got to be huge. It turns a hobby into a potential job.
It is absolutely revolutionary, especially for young creators. And the scale is mind-boggling. Just in 2024, Roblox paid out something like $923 million to its community developers through DevX.
$900 million in 1 year.
Yep, we're talking top creators earning millions of dollars a year. People who started just making stuff for fun are now running studios, employing people. It's a full-blown creator economy, and it's what drives so much of the innovation on the platform because creators are directly rewarded.
That is just incredible. So besides the money side, Roblox kept adding cool tech updates too, right? Things to make the experiences themselves better. I seem to remember characters used to just kind of glide.
Yes, they did sort of slide around at first. Pretty basic. But animations got added back in 2007. That was a big visual step up. Characters started walking, running, jumping properly, made everything feel much more alive.
Yeah, that makes a difference. And the worlds themselves, the terrain, that got an upgrade too, didn't it? From just blocks.
Big time. In 2015, they introduced smooth terrain. Before that, landscapes were mostly blocky, like digital Lego. Smooth terrain let creators sculpt more natural-looking environments, hills, valleys, beaches, much more organic shapes.
So games started looking less blocky, more realistic, maybe.
Exactly. Much more graphical variety became possible. It really opened up the visual style.
And then, during the pandemic in 2020, they launched something called the Party Place. What was that about?
Right, June 2020. With everyone stuck at home, Party Place was this virtual lobby space. People used it for online hangouts, virtual birthday parties, community events. It really highlighted how important these virtual social spaces had become.
Yeah, perfect timing for that.
And that idea of large virtual events led to something even bigger. Huge virtual concerts.
Oh, right. Like the Lil Nas X concert. That was massive, wasn't it?
Insanely massive. His virtual concert on Roblox pulled in something like 33 million views. Think about that audience. And other big artists did it too. 21 Pilots, Ariana Grande.
So like proper concerts, but inside Roblox.
Exactly. Custom stages, avatar interactions, virtual merchandise. It showed how Roblox could be this platform for music, entertainment, gaming, all blended together. Shared cultural moments for millions.
Yeah, it's blurring lines for sure. And speaking of changing things, in 2021, they stopped calling them games, right? They became experiences. Why do that?
That was a very strategic name change. It reflected that the stuff on Roblox was becoming much more diverse than just traditional games.
How so?
Well, you had social hangouts, educational simulations, virtual concerts, brand activations, interactive stories. Calling everything a game felt too narrow. Experiences better captured that breadth. It also signaled Roblox's ambition to be more like a foundational platform for the metaverse, a place for socializing, learning, creating, not just playing.
Metaverse, right. Gotcha.
And alongside that, they added things like voice chat tested in 2021, rolled out widely in late 2022 for verified older users. Plus, age ratings for content came in 2022, helping guide players to appropriate experiences while allowing creators more freedom.
And this is where it gets super futuristic. 2024, they roll out AI tools for creators. Tell us about those avatar auto setup and texture generator.
Yeah, these are seriously cutting edge and a huge deal for making creation easier. Avatar Auto Setup uses AI to take a 3D model of a character and basically rig it for animation automatically in minutes. That used to take days of technical work.
Wow, days to minutes.
Seriously. And texture generator. You just type in a text description like old mossy stone wall or shiny metal floor, and the AI generates the 3D texture for you in seconds.
Just type it in. That's incredible.
It massively speeds things up and lowers the technical bar. More people can make visual visually amazing stuff without needing deep technical skills. It's about democratizing creation even further.
That really is a game changer, making complex stuff way more accessible. And on the playing together side, there's a new party system now, too, from December 2024.
Yep, just rolled out globally. It makes it much easier for small groups of friends, up to 6 people, to team up, join experiences together, and use integrated voice and text chat. Just streamlines playing with your buddies.
Okay, so we've covered a ton of ground. The history, the tech, the growth. But let's bring it back to what it's like for someone playing today. What exactly is an experience on Roblox now?
Good question. It's not like buying one game. When you log into Roblox, you're entering this portal to millions of different, experiences. These are immersive digital worlds, mostly built by other users.
So each one is different.
Totally different. You could be role-playing life in a city, adopting virtual pets, trying to survive a natural disaster, racing cars, solving puzzles, running a restaurant, exploring fantasy islands. Anything creators can imagine and build.
So the variety must be huge. What kinds of things can you find?
Oh, pretty much anything. Action, adventure, role-play is massive, simulation, lots of educational stuff now. Shooters, obbies, those are obstacle courses, really popular social hangouts, sports, racing. The list goes on. If you can think of a type of game or interaction, there's probably a Roblox experience like it.
And some of these have become just unbelievably popular, right? Billions of visits. Let's talk about a few huge ones. Brookhaven RP, that's the biggest, isn't it? Over 61 billion visits. What's the deal with Brookhaven?
Brookhaven is the king of social roleplay on Roblox. It's basically a big, open virtual town. You drop in, choose a role. Maybe you want a house, a cool car, a job, like a police officer or doctor, or maybe you just want to hang out.
So you just live a virtual life.
Pretty much. You create your own stories with other players. Its appeal is that freedom. You make your own fun, your own drama, your own adventures. It's like a giant digital dollhouse, incredibly popular for imaginative social play.
Okay, I get that. Then there's Adopt Me. Almost 40 billion visits. That sounds like it's about pets.
Exactly. Adopt Me is all about adopting, raising, and trading virtual pets. Everything from dogs and cats to legendary creatures like dragons and unicorns. People love collecting the rare pets.
The collecting aspect.
Yeah, and customizing your house, trading with other players, playing mini games. It hits that nurturing and collecting drive really well, and they constantly update it with new pets and events, which keeps people coming back.
Makes sense. Now, this one blew my mind when I read about it. Grow a Garden, a gardening game.
Yeah.
Released in 2025, and it became a massive hit. Tell us about that one.
Grow a Garden is amazing because it shows how unpredictable viral hits can be on Roblox. It's, like you said, a simple gardening simulation. You plant seeds, water them, harvest crops, expand your garden.
Sounds pretty chill.
It is, but it exploded over 1.5 billion visits really quickly. And here's the crazy stat.
Yeah.
At its peak, it had 5 million people playing it at the same time.
5 million simultaneously in a gardening game.
That number, 5 million concurrent players, actually beat Fortnite's peak numbers at the time. It just shows how Roblox can launch these unexpected games into the stratosphere because the audience is so huge and engaged. The next big hit could be anything.
That is absolutely wild. Proof that simplicity can win big time. Any other really popular ones worth mentioning?
Oh, definitely. Blox Fruits is huge. It's an anime-style adventure exploring seas, getting powers, fighting bosses. Then you have classics like Natural Disaster Survival, really simple concept, survive tornadoes, floods, whatever hits the map. Intense fun.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
And The Floor is LVA, another simple, frantic concept. Jump around, don't touch the rising lava, great parkour practice. There's just so much variety.
And you mentioned education, too, like that math wall simulator. Learning math by playing a game.
Exactly. In that one, you climb walls and collect things by solving math problems that appear. It turns drills into a fun challenge. It's a great example of edutainment on Roblox, showing it's not just games, but a space for learning, too, in a way kids actually enjoy.
That's really clever.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so we've journeyed through the history, the tech, the games. Let's circle back to some of those fun facts and secrets before we finish up, like David Baszucki being Builder Man, personally messaging new players. Still wild to think about.
It really is. Shows that initial hands-on spirit and the Lego connection through the designer, Michael Huck. That explains the whole look and feel, doesn't it?
Totally clicks now.
Yeah.
And that epic 5-player record from 5 players at once to millions.
Yeah.
What a journey. And the original Robux system. Earning, not buying. That's a deep cut most people would know.
These little details really paint the picture of how far it's come. And Roblox hasn't stayed just digital, has it? It connects to the real world in cool ways now.
Oh yeah, the toys, like the little Jazzwares figures based on Roblox avatars and games. And they come with codes for virtual items in the game, right?
Exactly. That physical digital link is super popular, creates this nice collectible loop, and the brand collaborations go way beyond toys now.
Definitely. Like Maybelline doing virtual makeup try-ons in Roblox.
Yeah.
Or Nerf making Roblox-themed blasters you can buy in stores. And that Chipotle event where you could earn a virtual burrito to get a real one, so smart.
Really clever integrations, bringing real brands into the virtual world in ways that feel interactive and fun, not just like ads. And we have to mention the concerts again, Lil Nas X, Ariana Grande. Those showed Roblox as a legit venue for massive cultural events, blending music and gaming.
For sure. But maybe the most exciting thing right now for the future is those AI tools. Avatar Auto setup, texture generator, making high-level creation accessible to basically anyone.
It's huge, lowering the barrier, automating the tedious stuff. It means more people can bring their ideas to life faster and easier. That's going to lead to even more amazing and diverse experiences on the platform. It keeps Roblox at the forefront of user creation.
Absolutely. Now, a really important topic, especially since so many kids use Roblox safety. With millions of users, how do they keep it a safe place?
It's a massive undertaking and a top priority for them. They have a huge team, over 1,600 human moderators, working 24/7 to review content, check reports, and keep things appropriate.
That's a lot of people.
It is, and that's backed up by tech, like sophisticated chat filters that automatically block bad language, personal info, and harmful stuff.
And they're tools for parents too, right? That seems crucial.
Absolutely. There are really good parental controls now. Parents can manage who their kids can chat with, limit access to certain types of experiences, control spending, even set time limits. It gives families tools to manage the experience and ensure it stays positive and safe.
That's really good to hear, making sure it stays fun and secure.
Exactly. The whole system, from the age ratings to moderation to parental controls, is designed to make it a safe space, even for kids as young as 4, while still allowing for all this amazing creativity.
So, wrapping this all up, what's the big picture here? We've gone from David Baszucki watching kids play with physics software to this global platform for creativity and social connection. It's really pioneered a lot of what people now call the metaverse.
I think that's right. If you boil down Roblox's core appeal, it's this unique mix. You can play an almost infinite variety of user-made experiences. You can create your own world using tools that are getting incredibly powerful and accessible, like with the new AI stuff. And you can connect with friends, socialize, build things together.
Play, create, connect.
That's basically it. It's this engine powered by user imagination, constantly evolving. It really shows what happens when you give people the tools and the freedom to build.
Yeah, but Roblox isn't just about consuming games. It's about making stuff, sharing your imagination. Which leads to our final thought for you, Deep Dive listener. With all these tools, this huge canvas, what amazing world, what cool experience, what fun adventure are you going to imagine and maybe even build next in Roblox? The possibilities are right there. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the amazing true story of Roblox. Keep exploring, keep creating, and we'll catch you on the next one.